Buckle up your headsets and grab your motion controllers because 2025 is shaping up to be an absolute banger for virtual reality gaming. From adrenaline-pumping action, spine-tingling horror, to mind-bending adventures, this year's lineup is packed with games that'll make you forget what reality even is. There's something for every kind of VR gamer to obsess over. Whether you're rocking a MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, or PCVR, you're going to want to keep your calendar open for these jaw-dropping releases. Before we dive into this epic list, hit that like button if you're hyped, drop a comment telling us which game you're most excited for, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more VR goodness coming your way. Let's jump into it. Ghost Town. This game is practically shouting instant classic. With a mix of eerie vibes, adrenaline-pumping action, and cinematic storytelling, Ghost Town could be the VR experience we'll all be talking about next year. Ghost Town drops you into the dusty boots of a lone sheriff tasked with taming a town crawling with restless spirits. The plot promises mystery and thrills as you uncover the secrets of a curse that's turned this once thriving settlement into a spectral battleground. Armed with enchanted gear and a supernatural revolver, you'll face ghostly outlaws, banshees, and other spine-tingling threats in an epic quest to bring peace to the undead. The gameplay teases first-person gunfights, immersive exploration, and clever puzzle solving. Picture yourself creeping through abandoned saloons, dodging phantom attacks in shadowy alleyways, and piecing together clues from long-forgotten diaries. Oh, and there's rumored to be a multiplayer mode, so you can round up your VR posse to take on those eerie baddies together. It is aiming for a mid-2025 release on MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, and PCVR, with speculation that Unreal Engine 5 will bring its ghostly visuals to bone-chilling life. From glowing, otherworldly landscapes to realistic Western charm, it's shaping up to be a feast for the eyes, if you can keep them open through the scares. Aces of Thunder. This game is aiming to redefine aerial combat in VR. Set in the skies of a fictional post-Wubby-Poo world, the story hints at a high-stakes rivalry between elite pilots battling for control of contested airspace. Whether you're dogfighting for glory or defending your homeland, the narrative promises to immerse you in the tense and thrilling lives of ace pilots. The gameplay is shaping up to be a flight sim lover's dream. Expect hyper-realistic cockpit controls, where every lever, button, and instrument is at your command. Think barrel rolls, death-defying dives, and tight dogfights in meticulously detailed fighter jets. You'll navigate dynamic weather conditions and face off against rival aces in both single-player campaigns and competitive multiplayer modes. For fans of co-op, team-based missions are said to be in the works, letting you squad up with friends for high-flying tactics. Scheduled for takeoff in late 2025 on MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, and PCVR, Aces of Thunder will reportedly utilize advanced physics and graphics engines to deliver jaw-dropping realism. From the shimmer of sunlight on your plane's wings to the roaring sound of engines as you hit Mach speed, this game aims to make you feel the rush of aerial warfare like never before. Hitman World of Assassination. Agent 47 is stepping into VR once again, and this time it's bigger, bolder, and more immersive than ever. Hitman World of Assassination promises to take the iconic stealth action gameplay we love and crank up the intensity with VR exclusivity. The story will reportedly expand on 47's role as the world's most dangerous assassin, with globe-trotting missions spanning exotic locales, each teeming with opportunities for creative kills. In VR, the gameplay takes on a whole new level of tension. Every move feels deliberate as you physically sneak past guards, disguise yourself, and wield tools of the trade. From flicking open a sniper scope to using your environment as a weapon, Hitman in VR transforms assassination into an art form. Imagine blending into a bustling marketplace or hiding in plain sight while watching your carefully laid trap unfold. It's an experience. The precision of VR tracking will make every kill satisfying, while adaptive AI ensures no two missions play out the same way. Into the Darkness. Strap on your VR headset and prepare for a trip into the unknown, because Into the Darkness is coming in 2025 to deliver sci-fi, action, and existential dread. The story tosses you into a futuristic dystopia where humanity's reliance on AI and robotics has spiraled out of control. You're part of a resistance movement, tasked with uncovering a conspiracy that could mean the end of the human race. No pressure, right? Gameplay? Oh, it's looking downright wild. Imagine using physics-based mechanics to solve puzzles, dismantle rogue machines, and engage in brutal hand-to-hand combat. You'll literally feel the weight of objects as you pick them up, smash enemies, and interact with your surroundings. Combat is a mix of strategy and chaos. Think grabbing whatever's nearby, a pipe, a chair, or even an enemy's arm, to fight off a horde of mechanical nightmares. Advanced haptics and real-world physics are set to make every punch, throw, and explosion feel intensely real. Plus, its eerie visuals and hauntingly atmospheric soundtrack are bound to keep you on edge throughout. Hard Bullet VR. This gritty shooter throws you into a crime-riddled underworld where you play as a lone enforcer, taking on shady cartels, ruthless thugs, and maybe even some double-crossing allies. The story isn't here to win awards, it's just an excuse to dive headfirst into glorious mayhem. The gameplay? Absolute insanity. Expect physics-driven gunfights where every bullet, punch, and explosion feels real enough to make you flinch. You can dual-wield pistols, perform ridiculous slow-motion dives, and even use enemies as human shields. Oh, and did we mention environmental destruction? Throwing bad guys through glass windows or blasting holes in walls to create new cover is all part of the fun. It's like an action movie, except you're the star. Set to drop in late 2025 for MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, and PCVR, Hard Bullet VR promises cutting-edge visuals and incredibly lifelike mechanics. The game's advanced haptic feedback will ensure every weapon feels distinct, and dynamic environments will keep every encounter fresh and unpredictable. Hellsplit Arena. Hellsplit Arena is making its brutal VR comeback in 2025, and it's cranking up the carnage. You're basically stepping into a medieval coliseum where your opponents are undead nightmares, and your only way out is to fight tooth and nail. The story is simple but gripping. You're a lone warrior trapped in a grim, cursed world, forced to battle endless waves of grotesque creatures for survival. Victory is your only escape. Launching on MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, and PCVR in mid-2025, Hellsplit Arena is dialing up its visuals with improved lighting, dynamic blood effects, yep, lots of it, and more immersive soundscapes that will send chills down your spine. The gameplay promises to be a visceral feast for fans of melee combat. With full-body physics at play, every swing of your weapon feels weighty and realistic, whether you're cleaving through a zombie or parrying a skeleton's sword. Expect a bloody mix of swords, axes, and even blunt instruments to wreak havoc with. The environments are interactive too. Use spikes, traps, and even torches to creatively dispatch enemies. Plus, advanced enemy AI will ensure no two battles ever feel the same. With the promise of expanded modes, including co-op and a survival gauntlet, it's shaping up to be a must-play for fans of medieval mayhem. Aeon of Ruin. VR is expected to bring its eerie, retro aesthetic to life with cutting-edge visuals and 3D sound that pulls you straight into the chaos. You will step into a dark and twisted world where doom isn't just inevitable, it's everywhere. Wrath. Aeon of Ruin VR is set to deliver old-school shooter chaos with a modern VR twist in 2025. You play as the Outlander, a mysterious wanderer tasked with hunting down the guardians of the old world and uncovering the secrets of a land drowning in decay and corruption. The story feels like it leapt straight out of a heavy metal album cover, dripping with gothic vibes and apocalyptic dread. The gameplay is pretty much classic first-person shooters, but VR turns it into a visceral, pulse-pounding experience. You'll wield a terrifying arsenal of weapons, from bone-crushing shotguns to grotesque biomechanical monstrosities, in battles that are fast, frantic, and drenched in blood. Precision aiming, dodging incoming attacks, and exploring sprawling levels filled with secrets and traps will test both your reflexes and your nerve. Gunman Contracts. Lock and load, because Gunman Contracts is bringing noir-soaked, pulse-pounding action to VR in 2025. Set in a gritty, crime-ridden city straight out of a hard-boiled detective novel, you'll step into the shoes of a deadly hitman tasked with settling scores for the highest bidder. The story promises to be a roller coaster of revenge, betrayal, and back-alley deals, with each contract pushing you deeper into the underworld's shadowy web. Gameplay is all about precision, strategy, and an overwhelming sense of danger. You'll sneak through dimly lit corridors, engage in intense shootouts, and outwit enemies in sprawling urban environments. VR takes it to another level. Every reload, aim, and trigger pull feels tactile and real, giving each firefight a cinematic flair. And this isn't really all about running and gunning. You'll have to plan your approach, manage limited resources, and think like a professional to survive the night. Set to launch on MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, and PCVR in late 2025, Gunman Contracts is expected to wow players with immersive visuals and a noir atmosphere dripping with style. Neon signs reflecting off rain-soaked streets, smoky jazz clubs, and high-stakes shootouts in dark warehouses. It's got all the makings of a VR masterpiece. If you've ever wanted to star in your own action thriller, Gunman Contracts will put you in the spotlight.
This is occult magic. Only by killing enough of the Horde will you be able to break the seal.
Zombie Army VR. If mowing down undead Nazis in VR sounds like your idea of a good time, this game is set to be an absolute blast. Set in the same alternate Wubupu universe as the original series, this VR installment plunges you into a world overrun by Hitler's reanimated zombie army. Your mission? Survive relentless waves of undead soldiers while uncovering sinister Nazi experiments and their apocalyptic endgame. The gameplay promises an explosive mix of intense gunfights, strategic defense, and pure survival horror. You'll wield an arsenal of iconic WW2-era weapons, from bolt-action rifles to flamethrowers, all brought to life with VR's immersive controls. Picture yourself reloading under pressure as a mob of zombies lumbers toward you, or pulling off a perfect headshot that sends a zombie's skull flying in slow motion. Even if you're holding down the fort solo or teaming up with friends in co-op mode, every encounter will have your heart racing. Slated for a late 2025 release, Zombie Army VR is expected to deliver jaw-dropping visuals powered by advanced lighting and particle effects. The blood-soaked battlefields, creepy atmospheric sound design, and terrifyingly realistic zombies will have you gripping your controllers for dear life. Vertigo 2 Into the Aether. Brace yourself, because Vertigo 2 Into the Aether is taking VR storytelling and sci-fi chaos to a whole new dimension in 2025. Picking up right where the first Vertigo 2 left off, this mind-bending sequel dives deeper into an alternate reality where physics are optional, and danger lurks around every impossible corner. The story promises to explore strange new realms while tying together unanswered mysteries from the original, all with a hefty dose of humor and existential dread. You'll juggle exploration, combat, and puzzle solving as you traverse surreal landscapes brimming with bizarre creatures and rogue AI. Think gravity-defying platforming, weapons that feel as unique as the worlds you're exploring, and creative puzzles that'll have you scratching your head one minute and grinning with triumph the next. Combat is expected to be even more refined, with VR's precision controls letting you aim, shoot, and dodge in ways that feel fluid and natural. Launching on MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, and PCVR in late 2025, Vertigo 2 Into the Aether is expected to push VR tech to its limits. From stunningly surreal visuals to immersive audio design, it's designed to suck you into its otherworldly charm and never let go. Train Sim World VR. Set to launch in fall 2025, the game is expected to leverage high-end VR visuals and tactile controls. Imagine feeling the rumble of the tracks through haptic feedback as you glide through picturesque landscapes, or the adrenaline rush of managing schedules during rush hour chaos. If you've ever dreamed of sitting in the driver's seat of a locomotive, this game is about to make that dream come true, down to the last button and lever. The story? It's all about your journey to becoming a master conductor. Whether you're managing bustling passenger routes, tackling heavy freight, or navigating challenging terrain, The gameplay is promising unparalleled realism. Every train is recreated with meticulous detail, and you'll have full control over every function in the cab. From starting the engine to adjusting speed and even responding to track signals, Train Sim World VR turns your headset into a railway control center. Dynamic weather and day-night cycles will keep you on your toes, and detailed, sprawling environments, from urban railways to scenic countryside tracks, will make every journey feel like a real adventure. For train enthusiasts like Sheldon Cooper, this would be the ultimate way to experience the thrill of the rails.
Your team brought something back.
Memoreum VR. Dive headfirst into the depths of your own memories with Memoreum VR, a 2025 release that's poised to deliver unforgettable emotional storytelling and immersive gameplay. The premise is fascinating. You're a memory curator, tasked with exploring and piecing together fragments of a mysterious past. Every step reveals personal moments, hidden truths, and sometimes, secrets better left forgotten. You'll navigate surreal, dreamlike environments, solving intricate puzzles that unlock lost memories while unraveling a larger narrative. The mechanics are designed to take full advantage of VR's interactive capabilities. You'll physically manipulate objects, reconstruct events, and even feel the weight of choices through haptic feedback. Whether you're wandering through childhood homes or surreal landscapes shaped by emotions, every moment is designed to immerse you. With lifelike graphics powered by cutting-edge VR tech and a hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, this game aims to create a world that feels deeply personal, yet universally relatable. Slender Man: The Arrival VR. This VR reimagining of the cult classic horror game plunges you back into the shadowy woods, where the enigmatic Slender Man stalks your every move. The story remains as chilling as ever. You're searching for your missing friend, but the deeper you go, the more you realize you're being watched and hunted. The gameplay is designed to push your fear threshold to its limit. In VR, every rustling leaf and distant crunch feels uncomfortably close. You'll rely on your flashlight, but the flickering light only seems to make the darkness even more menacing. Expect to explore abandoned houses, eerie forests, and desolate industrial sites while piecing together cryptic clues and avoiding Slender Man's relentless pursuit. With VR's immersive controls, turning to see his looming figure behind you is guaranteed to make your heart skip a beat. Set to launch in late 2025, Slender: The Arrival VR promises a terrifyingly immersive experience. Advanced lighting, 3D soundscapes, and realistic environments will ensure you're fully enveloped in its sinister world.
Time is a complicated business, isn't it, Asher? And you've managed to bend, if not nearly break it.
Wanderer: Fragments of Fate. Gear up for another round of mind-twisting time travel, because Wanderer: Fragments of Fate is set to redefine VR adventure gaming in 2025. This sequel dives deeper into the captivating story of time manipulation, ancient secrets, and a looming threat that could unravel reality itself. Playing as Asher Newman, you'll pick up where the last journey left off, piecing together fragments of an artifact that holds the key to history's greatest mysteries. The gameplay promises an incredible mix of exploration, problem-solving, and heart-pounding action. Imagine stepping into vividly detailed historical settings, each more breathtaking than the last, and navigating puzzles that require you to think across timelines. One minute, you're deciphering codes in a bustling 1920s jazz club. The next, you're avoiding high-tech drones in a dystopian future. Every interaction, whether with objects or characters, is brought to life through VR's tactile controls, making you feel truly present in the moment. Stunning visuals, realistic physics, and spatial audio ensure every detail draws you deeper into the story. Add in its signature humor and thought-provoking narrative, and you've got a recipe for an unforgettable experience. The Midnight Walk. Launching in fall 2025 for MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, and PCVR, The Midnight Walk aims to captivate with lifelike visuals and a hauntingly atmospheric soundscape. Set in a mysterious small town where the clock is perpetually stuck at midnight, you play as a traveler lured by strange rumors and unexplainable phenomena. As you explore the darkened streets and uncover the secrets hidden within, you'll realize that not everything, or every one you encounter is quite what it seems. The gameplay promises an immersive blend of exploration, puzzle-solving, and heart-pounding suspense. Each step through the fog-shrouded town feels deliberate, with your flashlight as your only companion against the creeping darkness. Interactive objects, cryptic clues, and spine-tingling encounters will keep you on edge, while choices you make subtly alter the environment and the story's direction. One moment, you're piecing together a haunting backstory in an abandoned home. The next, you're hiding from shadowy figures that seem to melt into the night.
We've got company.
Alien Rogue Incursion Part 2. Slated for a summer 2025 release on MetaQuest 3, PSVR 2, and PCVR, Alien Rogue Incursion Part 2 aims to push VR boundaries with jaw-dropping visuals, detailed alien environments, and physics that make every explosion, leap, and encounter feel real. Picking up where the first installment left off, this sequel throws you deeper into a galaxy at war, with alien factions vying for dominance and humanity caught in the deadly crossfire. You'll step into the boots of a battle-hardened operative, tasked with uncovering the secrets of a rogue alien threat that could spell extinction for everyone. The gameplay promises to ramp up everything you loved about the first game. Expect pulse-pounding firefights, intricate stealth sections, and intense zero-gravity combat, all made more immersive with enhanced VR mechanics. Weapon customization and alien tech integration allow you to tweak your loadout for every mission, and dynamic AI ensures that enemies adapt to your strategies, keeping every encounter fresh and challenging. Plus, new co-op modes are rumored to let you team up with friends for tactical missions against overwhelming odds. And there you have it, VR games that are gonna absolutely blow our minds in 2025. From creepy ghost towns to futuristic time-traveling adventures, there's no shortage of amazing worlds to explore. This lineup is proof that the future of gaming is looking brighter and more immersive than ever. Which game are you most excited to dive into? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more VR updates, reviews, and gameplay. Stay tuned, keep gaming, and we'll catch you in the virtual world. Peace out.